This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
They run with a second-round pick from Iowa State. This is Breece Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching him try to take away that area of the field.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Wilson. And he'll find Hall.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
From midfield now, here's Wilson.
This pass out wide to Hall.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down.
Well, whatever script they put together for this offensive drive, Charles, seems to be working. I'm curious to see if this defense will make any adjustments here.
Things certainly going according to plan, aren't they? I mean, the way they're advancing the football, it's like they're on the practice field having one of their better days. But instead, it's game day, and they're moving the ball downfield with purpose.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing is Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down.
Jordan Davis
in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. So he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11. Now make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively. And not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were... really well and giving up no creases.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. First carry here for Ken Walker. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Willis. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he is going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Packers at 7-2 here on the year. Their head coach, he's got them believing in themselves. They've won 7 of their last 9 games now.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They complete it to Hill. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Play action. Here's Willis. Rolling to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So on now is Johnny Hecker to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Now Wilson on first down. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And he's got it inside the 10. A big play here for Dallas. 63 yards.
For Zach Wilson, you have to figure if you're going to be drafted number 2 overall, you better have a big arm, and he does not disappoint there.
And from where we sit, if you had told me that that ball was somehow going to get from point A to point B, I would have told you no way. I mean, that was an absolute cannon shot, and he still dropped it right on the money, too.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A couple extra tight ends are in. 3rd and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line.
No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal?
Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the 2nd quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays. Because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Try to get in, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Alec Ingold,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter.
And I guess that's where you turn on 4th and goal to your muscle back there. Hand him the football. He does the dirty work.
I think you're asking a lot of your defense there, right? Having to make the stand, have to prepare for just about any type of play to be called, and then here comes the power right at you. On that play, the big man got into the end zone.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43.
Out of the gun, Walker with it.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield,
Willis. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go down, but not
come before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. They'll go with the option, coming right. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 2 choke plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
It looked like almost some miscommunication defensively, because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass. You don't often see a cornerback making tackles in the backfield, but he's playing run all the way here.
Second and goal from the 6 this time.
Willis out of the gun.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Micah Parsons
in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
3rd and goal, and still a long way from the end zone. Willis on 3rd and goal.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gano's kick is good, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. There's Wilson to throw.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
Throws out left. It's caught by Williams.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Here we go. Set.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted.
Picked off by Denzel Perryman.
And the Packers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year.
And the Packers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Play action. It's Wilson.
Open man, that's Gesicki down the field.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, this is a half with not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Wilson.
He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. That's just 32 yards officially from the right hash.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Taken in at the 3. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee Wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 2nd down. Willis looks to throw here. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one covers 29 yards. First down. There wasn't much of a window there, Charles. Had to deal with a couple of defenders, but able to find his big tight end.
And, partner, we know double coverage is a challenge for any player to try to defeat. But maybe it's a little easier if you're one of those big tight ends because you have a size advantage on just about anyone trying to cover you, and you can use your body to create some space.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
Throw out wide to Walker. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
To throw, here's Willis. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
Walker will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Gano the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, Charles, you and I said in intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Well, he's definitely difficult to account for out of the backfield, and he makes something happen there with the ball in his hands.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
To throw is Wilson. Caught on the slant. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jamison Williams from 10 yards out. And the Cowboys are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded inside the 5. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Go check, go check.
They go play action with Willis. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
Little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 2nd and a couple. Willis, incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
And they get Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Give to Walker on the read option.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
He's got his man. That's Hardman. And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now Willis.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hill. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Willis going to try to run it. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he was unable to make the play himself on 2nd down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on 3rd down?
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Willis from the gun on 3rd down.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to get the lead up to 4. Gano's kick is good. And they add on and get a little bit of a cushion. It's 20-16 now. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now. They feel a whole lot better about their position.
On a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On the out route, he completes it to Hall.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They go play action with Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I've got a good friend in football who always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
They go play action now. Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. And this throw will be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, his arm strength never an issue, but this one winds up in the wrong hands.
Oh, the coverage here is just terrific because when it's done really well, sometimes you can't distinguish whether it's the receiver or the defensive back the ball's intended for. He actually ran with him in perfect motion and able to make a big-time play.
But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Okay, ready?
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Ready?
Willis now off of play action. He'll buy some time right, and he fires one incomplete. This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On the jump.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mustang 19.
Here's Willis, 3rd and long. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season, and in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing, but clearly there's some growing still to do.
Straight ahead is Hall. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Zach Wilson taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys are smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are, but what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Willis with another keeper. A big-time game there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Willis will look to throw on 1st down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
On the very outer edge of field goal range, it would be 56 yards if they got nothing here on third down.
Here's Willis.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Ready, break. 50 Bobcats, go.
Willis got to have this one. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick. And the Cowboys have just about sewn up this football game.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
Come on, set.
Wilson wants to throw it. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
On second down, a run with Hall.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and we have done in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing him to fourth down.
They're going on fourth down. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Cowboys here unable to convert on fourth down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that caught.
And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
He completes this to Walker.
And able to get this down inside the 15 to either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
Now before they can try the extra point, a flag comes out, and they're going to get tagged for a delay of game. Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Willis back to throw here.
And no, it's incomplete. So they can convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score.
He's got him in, complete.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. In motion to tight end. Wilson to throw.
On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers have just about sewn up this football game.
Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
Willis to throw.
And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for the Packers, they continue to put themselves in position for a first-round bye as they move to 8-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Tennessee Titans come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss will drop them to